Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is sex is not love. There's a difference. Sex is not love. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions, and I will either answer them privately through the email, or I will share them online with the collective, and it can be your decision. Now let's dive into this message today. Sex is not love. I did pull a video, and we have a letter. Let's watch this video. We're going to read the letter and talk about this issue. Here we go.
Talk about sex, right?
Yeah.
A guy should have to earn a...
Yes.
Yeah, but love.
There it goes.
It's a piece of love.
The way to
It can
express
be
love.
expressed love. Okay, no,
But you can have somebody you don't love.
You're right.
Right?
But I don't
Disconnect
know,
your love and that's.
But then how do we, when you say love is love, like how do we just love someone? Like,
I love you, Taylor. I love you, Taylor.
But you didn't love me.
We've never been sexually intimate, never will. But I love you.
We don't have to be sexual. No, I'm not saying
But I will
that,
watch
though.
out. If somebody does something to disrespect you, I got you. No one will ever do something wild crazy in front of you while I'm saying, because I love you like that. You haven't done anything to earn that love.
You didn't. It's not like you cared for me when we first met, though.
Yeah, so what you guys are doing, so now look at it this way. The analogy I like using is love is a breeze, and your work is to open your sail. The love's already there. So love is already existing. What you're doing is, and the way I like to frame it is, don't say I love you, say you show me where love is.
Ladies, a man wanting sex from you doesn't necessarily mean that he wants you or he is into you. A man will always want sex. A man will get sex wherever he can get it. A man will always try. That does not mean that you should give in to him unless and until you are ready to do so, unless doing so does not violate who you are, does not violate your principles, or will not violate you or leave you feeling hurt when he decides you're not the one for him. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make, especially when it comes to dating elite men, is when thinking that if you give him sex, that means you are sealing the relationship. That means he wants you. That means you are cementing the relationship. Contrary to that, the man doesn't fall in love with you because of sex. A man falls in love with you because of who you are. I read somewhere that says knowing you is loving you. When he gets a chance to know who you really are, that's when he falls in love with you, not when you sleep with him.
What's up, guys? What's up? It's your boy Officer Akins, Mr. Positivity, back with another video. I want you guys to know that sex is not love. I'm going to say that again. Sex is not love. Stop getting those two things confused. There are too many people out here sleeping with what they think is a cure, but you're drinking poison. And you know, it's crazy, guys. Like, I can't imagine how many people on however statistics percentages prove that are out here sleeping with the wrong people who they shouldn't be sleeping with to begin with. Like, you're sleeping with damaged people. And when I say you, I mean a percentage, not everybody, because there are some people out here who got common sense. And, you know, I feel like that's the greatest gift from God that we have been given is common sense. But it seems like a lot of people don't know how to activate that. And, you know, I'm not exempt. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. But I'm just trying to tell you guys to be more mindful on who you sleep with, putting the negative energy from a negative person into your life. And it's just like, we gotta be careful out here, guys. There's too many diseases. There's too many damaged people, like, out here sleeping with the wrong people. And then what they're doing is they're taking that brokenness and hurt that they carry and they pass it on to somebody else. Like, how would that make you feel if you're a good-hearted person out here and somebody who's broken and damaged in the world and don't care for nobody else's feelings decide to throw that pain that they got from somebody else onto you and just walk away, and now they made you what they are?
Okay, now you see what they said in the video. Let's read this letter. She says, I started dating a guy back in September 2022. He made it clear that he did not want a relationship. And I was all right with it. My only boundary was for him to not deal with people I break bread with, because he was the custodian in the building I worked in. Okay, so, all right, wait a minute. You met this guy, I just want to be clear. You met this guy, and he said he didn't want a relationship. All right? So now your boundary was that he not deal with any people that you break bread with. I guess your family. All right? Okay. Because he is the custodian in the building that you work in. Okay. I never dated with the intention of a relationship. So I said, let me try this. So you realize that you are saying yes to a sexual relationship, a sexual situationship. What is it? But dating. Okay. It was going well until I saw my coworker walk into his building. Okay, so you must have seen, your coworker must have been another woman that you saw walk into his building, and you assume that he was involved with this coworker. I spoke to him about it. No argument. Just me letting him know that I didn't want to be involved in his messiness, and letting him know he has healing and growing to do. Okay. We stopped speaking for about 2 months, and randomly he reached out to check on me. Yes, this is all while we worked together. We started talking again, no sex. But then one thing led to another, and we started having sex again. This is just sex. That's all it is. You know, men want sex. And he told you right up front he didn't want a relationship. So you just get together for sex. That's it. Not only was it sex, he was taking me on dates, cooking for me, and even exchanged gifts over the holidays, and brought in the new year together. His daughter stays at my place some weekends, and we do family things together. It's beginning to sound like some sort of relationship. It seemed like he was leading to being in a relationship. But in the back of my mind, I remembered him saying that's not what he wants. Which means, okay, let's look at this. When this man says that he does not want a relationship, what it means is that he doesn't want to be tied down to you. That's what he's meaning here. He doesn't want to be responsible to provide for you, to protect you, or to let people know that he's even sleeping with you. No ties. All you're doing is just having sex and going on about your business. That's it. Okay? Now he brings you in to meet the family and everything, as a friend. I doubt it if he is introducing you as his girlfriend. I finally asked him, what are we doing? Because I became confused with our situations, and feelings started to get involved. Your feelings started to get involved, probably not his. Your feelings. Because women, we are emotional creatures. Our feelings get involved at the point of having sex. Our feelings are plenty involved, whether you want to admit it or not. Let's see what else you say here. He wasn't very affectionate, and he would never express how he felt about me because he didn't. It was nothing to express. It was all coming from your end. You see? If I tell him I miss him, he would call or look at me when he comes to work, or reroute the conversation and ask a question like, "What are you doing today?" He didn't want to talk about it. He already told you that he did not want a relationship. It would never be, "I miss you too," because he doesn't. Ladies, he doesn't. Yet, if he doesn't hear from me, he'll say things like, "So, were you going to say hello?" Or when I leave work, he would say, "So were you going to tell me you were leaving?" I don't know your work situation with this man. Is he your boss? Because if he's not the boss, you don't have to tell him anything. Maybe he's used to you doing these things before. And now that you're not doing it, he's wondering what's up. You see? I didn't want myself to get caught out there. He says he enjoys and appreciates our time together. He does. Our chemistry is strong, and he likes the fact that he can vent to me about anything and everything. Oh, okay. Yet he feels that we are better off as friends because he still doesn't want a relationship. And he says he's not mentally there. Ladies, understand this. This is very easy to understand. A man will tell you this because he does not feel that you are the woman of his dreams. You're just not it. And that's why he'll give you these light pushes off. He's just trying to brush you off easy. Let's just stay friends. He's not interested in you in a relationship. Of course, now to have sex with you is fine. Men will have sex with anybody. You understand? Whether they like them or not. It has nothing to do with that. You were free to give him your body. He appreciates that. But you are not the woman of his dreams. That's why he does not want a relationship with you. It's not that he is not ready for a relationship, because he could walk right out and see the woman of his desires and he will run for a relationship. He would do everything to get a relationship with the woman that he really wants. So ladies, don't be fooled by that. If a man tells you that, it's not you. But see, you've already put yourself out there to be his sex toy. And that's all you'll ever be in his eyes. It'll never change. I accepted it and respected the fact that we are on two different pages. So what were all the relationship things for if that's not what he wanted? Well, men will embrace all of the benefits of a relationship. You having sex with him is a benefit of being in a relationship. You see? They will embrace the benefits and still would not make the commitment of being in a relationship with you. But you were taken in by it because of your emotions. When you had sex with him and he was treating you kind or whatever, you thought that you were on the way to a relationship. He told you point blank in the beginning what it was going to be. You should have taken that and not thinking, letting your mind and your emotions run away with you, thinking it's something else that is not. See, that's when hurt happens. Hurt, disappointment, sadness, and depression, because you've made up something in your mind that's not real. That's not real. This man is only with you for sex. That's it. Okay? He even added himself to a family cruise I'm going on. This conversation happened recently. The next day he called me with a regular conversation as if nothing happened. And I didn't let him know that I was a little hurt and sad. I didn't ignore the call because I'm not mad at him, but it's like, why? Well, you know what? Maybe he enjoys being around your family. Maybe he just wanted to go on a cruise. Maybe he's got his eye on somebody in your family. It could be a number of reasons why he wants to be on this cruise with your family. It wasn't to be with you, or he would have told you. Or he would have said, I want to go on a cruise with you and your family. He would have discussed it with you if he was planning on being with you on the cruise. But no, he wants to go on his own. He's a free agent. You a free agent. You're not going as a couple. Do you understand what he's doing here? He wants to go on a cruise, but not as a couple. Okay. We did start off as friends, and chemistry was great. Chemistry doesn't really mean anything to a man unless he's looking to commit to someone. Doesn't mean anything. It just means that you would have fun having sex together. That's it. I would think those factors would be signs of a great relationship. Chemistry, safe place, etc. I'm just looking for advice and some insight on these things. Okay. I hope that you've understood up to now. Sex is not love. It's never going to be love. You know, the way I look at sex, it's like when you have a wonderful cake. Look at this. You bake a cake. This is your relationship, you know. All the toils and everything, attention to bake this beautiful cake. The frosting on the cake would be the sex. You know, the sex. An added pleasure to the foundation, the solid foundation of the cake, which is your relationship. Your relationship is not sex. Period. If you just got sex, you don't have a relationship. It's we say a sexual relationship, but in a man's mind, it's just sex. It's not a relationship because he is not committed to you. You see? He is not there to provide for you. He is not there to protect you. He is not there to tell others that he is in love with you. It's not a relationship. It's just sex. I hope that you understand this message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Guard yourself, ladies. Quit having sex right off the bat with these men, thinking that it's the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Many times it's not. It's just sex. That's all it is. Many of these men, they would take advantage of you for sex. They will lie to you for sex. And just leave you devastated. And don't understand why you're devastated. You see, just like this man. He won't understand why you would be sad or feel bad or depressed or anything like that, because he told you in the beginning. It's not a relationship. It's just sex. So ladies, be real with yourself. And this will save you from a lot of heartbreak. I hope that this message really helps someone. Now it's time for today's affirmation. And we do these affirmations to help with your spiritual growth. And also these affirmations really change the way that you think about yourself and get you on the path to positive thinking. Because the way that you think creates your reality. And here it is. I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. All right, let it sink in. I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. Life is very simple. I create my experiences by my thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my reality. People, let this affirmation be a wonderful blessing to you today. I hope that the message today really helps someone, and I really hope that you understand it. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here's the link. Send your questions to Miss Faye's World, YT, at hotmail.com. That's Miss Faye's World, YT, at hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question privately through the email, just put it at the very top of your letter and I will comply. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments. I read them and I really appreciate knowing how you feel about these messages. And thank you for your letters. Just keep them coming because your letters really help so many other women out here who are having the same issues that you have. And I want to extend a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.